Hi boys and girls. During this unit we're going to be talking about nutrition and eating right and what that means for you. So first thing we're going to talk about is what is nutrition. Nutrition is the study of how our bodies use the food we eat to maintain our health and keep our bodies healthy. Nutrition affects many of the things you do every day. The substances in food give you the energy you need for learning, playing, and everything else your body does. So even when you're not moving, your body is doing a lot inside, and nutrition is very important for those things. It's also important to practice good nutrition. So practicing good nutrition means eating foods that are good for you and eating them in the right amounts. So that goes into portion control and serving sizes, which we're going to talk about later on in this unit. Eating too little food can lead to low energy, weight loss, poor growth, and even death. Eating too much food can also cause poor health. Eating too much food can make you overweight and cause diabetes and other health issues. So, in the past, nutritionists and scientists have created ways to help us figure out what we should be eating and how much. One of the old ways to do it was by using my pyramid. This was created in 2005, about 10 years ago, to help people understand how much. So if the triangle, the pyramid, was the day's total meal or the total food intake, it was supposed to tell you how much of each you were supposed to have. However, if you look at it, it's hard to really make that real to yourself. So if you're thinking about eating a meal and looking at the pyramid, it doesn't really make sense. So recently they've created my plate, and this shows you your plate and how much of each should be from each food group. And we'll talk about each food group. So the first food group is fruits. Any fruit or 100% fruit juice counts as part of the food group. Fruits can be fresh, canned, frozen, or dried, and may be whole, cut up, or pureed. Fruits provide nutrients that are important for health and maintenance of your body. Some examples of fruits are strawberries, oranges, apples, and watermelon. It's important to eat a variety of fresh fruit. And it's also important to make sure that you're not only doing fruit drinks, because fruit drinks are high in sugar. So if you are doing a fruit drink, do something that's 100% fruit juice, so it's a lot of fruit in it. With every meal, you're supposed to have 1 serving of fruit, and that's 1/2 cup. The next food group that we're going to talk about is vegetables. Any vegetable or 100% vegetable juice counts as a member of the vegetable group. Vegetables may be raw or cooked, fresh, frozen, canned, or dried and dehydrated. Again, they may be whole, cut up, or mashed, just like the fruits. For both fruits and vegetables, people who eat more of these, fruits and vegetables, as part of an overall healthy diet are likely to have reduced risks of some chronic diseases, which we talked about earlier: diabetes, stroke, obesity. Some examples of vegetables are carrots, corn, broccoli, and potatoes. And again, it's important to vary your veggies, and don't forget to eat different colored. So green, leafy, and orange vegetables like spinach, broccoli, and carrots are good. Our next food group is grains. Any food made from wheat, rice, oats, cornmeal, barley, or another cereal grain is a grain product. So some examples are oatmeal, brown rice, whole wheat bread, and pasta. Grains are divided into 2 groups, whole grains and refined grains, and we're going to talk about this more as we go on in the unit. It's important to make sure that half of your grains are whole grains. And with this, 1 serving of grains, so what you should be eating at every meal is 1 serving, and that's 1 ounce. So an example of 1 ounce of grains is 1 cup of cereal, 1 slice of bread, or 1/2 cup of rice or pasta. Our next food group is the protein group, and this also used to be called the meat and beans group, but now it's called the protein group on my plate. All foods made from meat, poultry, seafood, beans and peas, eggs, processed soy products, nuts, and seeds are considered part of the protein food group. Foods in this group provide nutrients that are important for health and maintenance of your body. However, many foods in this group are high in fat and cholesterol, so you shouldn't have too much at one time. Some examples of foods that are in the protein group are chicken, seafood, seeds, nuts, and beans. It's also important, along with every food group, to vary your protein. If you're having one type of one or one type of protein, it's not good for you. It's nice to have protein from different groups. So with this, it's 3 servings is 3 ounces. So 1 ounce would be a small handful of nuts, a tablespoon of peanut butter, 1 egg, or a half cup of beans. Our next food group is the smallest, and that's dairy. Dairy is made up of all fluid milk products and many foods that are made from milk. So that would be things like yogurt, milk, and cheese. And when you're choosing dairy products, it's important to go low fat or fat free. And again, 1 serving equals 1 cup. And you can see from every food group that the plate is very real. You can tell kind of how much you should have of each at each meal. And that's why they changed it from the pyramid. So, and with all of our food groups, it's also important to make sure that we're getting our exercise. So nutrition is important, but exercise is vital to maintaining your health as well. So it's important to be active every day and have fun while you're eating healthy foods. Eating healthy does not have to be a chore. It doesn't have to be miserable. It's good to have good foods, and there's lots of recipes and lots of things online where you can find good food to eat. So the key is being active along with your nutrition choices. So throughout this unit, we're going to learn how to make healthy food choices. We're going to learn how to balance meals, and we're going to participate in activities that help you understand good nutrition. And then at the end, we're going to create a project that represents how you have, or what you have learned about making healthy meal choices and habits in your life.